Alright, back again with Knee Deep. Sort of, it's not quite point and click game. Adventure game suits it best, I guess. Okay, hang on. Game options. Right. Let's try that. Maybe up the brightness a little bit. Okay. New game. Okay, yeah. 3 acts. This is sort of structured like play in a theater. So yeah, let's go with that. Act 1. Previous, next, conversation responses. Yeah, close enough. Nothing overly complex.
Settle in
Really.
for a night at the theater.
Okay. Knee Deep is a swamp noir in 3 acts.
The stage is set. The broader script's written, but your choices shape how other characters react to you. You can lose friends, respect, and the moral high ground. Can't lose the game. You're the star, playing our 3 main characters. Blogger Romana T, print reporter Jack Bellin, and Detective Casey Gaddis. Ladies and gentlemen, the Prologue Theater welcomes you to this production. Please, no videos or flash photography. Enjoy the show.
Okay. And this is how Act 1 begins.
Another beautiful Florida sunset, tainted by a dangling corpse. Jim Larman, janitor at Chief Roadside's Wonderland, finds a new mess to clean. The demise of has-been Hollywood star Tag Kern. It's a horrible job on the best of days.
Shit, not again.
Meanwhile, on I-95, Romana Teague, stuck in traffic, dodging her editor, hunting for a last chance.
Not much else to do while the traffic crawls.
So young and soon to be so unemployed.
The blog readers are going to eat this up. That shitty little town's not far. This story could really save my ass with Lenny.
Oh, we are gonna go with inflammatory whenever possible. People haven't paid this much attention to Tech Kern since the first time he ran drunk and naked through Times Square. Now he's the talk of the internet after hanging himself from a tower of a tacky roadside tourist trap in swampy North Florida. No word yet on a motive for his suicide, but recent box office failures like Dystopic 12 and Meekum might have something to do with it.
The traffic doesn't seem to be in any hurry to break gridlock.
Get out of my way! I don't want to talk to him. He'll yell at me. Maybe fire me. Not now. Lenny can go screw himself.
Ramonti, better known as Phaedra. Top blogger at Fan Rage for the past 3 years. Huh, and you're only 20.
Not bad on the Kardashian fame scale.
On the Homeland Security scale, I'm pewter.
You've been in the thick of the current story.
I guess it's against the law to do my job now. Well, used to be my job.
Good gig.
It's even less glamorous than it sounds.
We've got some questions.
Not a lot of people left to give answers.
That's on you, I think.
That's the narrative you want to spin? Fine.
Why'd you get sacked?
Okay, let's see.
I hacked a competing blog, made them look bad. They traced it back to me.
Your editor must have been furious.
Lenny's an idiot. He never should have been so trusting.
So, that's what it takes to lose a job you can do in pajamas.
Let's start from the top. You were in traffic outside Jacksonville 2 days ago when you heard the news, right?
Let's see.
Right now, I'm wishing I drove the other way. Hard to resist news like that, though. Tad Curran killed himself, they said. But that wasn't even the real story.
Oh, she really jumped up there. Okay. So now we're changing scenes. Not doing anything, by the way. Clues. Lore, archive reports are in the journal. Open journal with a touchpad. Okay. Infamous Phaedra finds herself in the forgotten tourist town of Cypress Knee. Reports on the internet suggest that Hollywood has been tagged. Kill himself. Yeah, we had that already. Alright.
3 years I've been blogging for Fan Rage. Guess Kern's death is my last hurrah. Or maybe it saves my job. Or lands me a new one somewhere else. I remember hearing about an incestuous family living in an old school bus here once. Headlines back in 2004 talked about Aunt Mom and Uncle Dad.
Text. More going on with Kern than appears. What do you know about it? A few things will help when I can. Start with Gordon Cordray, church bigwig. You're not in my contacts list. I'm a big fan. Call me Anonymous. You break your shift button? Why shout? Anonymous. Until next time. Well, that's gonna be something. Alright, let's get it over with.
CTM didn't think that video of two dogs humping in their blog header was funny. Surprised?
Can't they take a joke?
Might come as a surprise to you, but Fan Rage does have some ethical standards.
Won't happen again.
You screwed up before, but never anything of this magnitude.
Go big or go home, yeah?
You're on your ninth life, kitty. Tell me, how you plan to justify your phony baloney job now?
I'm at ground zero for the death of Tad Kern.
Get something online soon. Make it good. And no more mistakes.
Close-up of a cat with glowing red eyes. Soon.
Okay, next scene.
Don't support the tyranny of institutional racism. Chief Roadsides is a culturally insensitive relic.
It's tacky, sure, but it's mostly harmless.
How can you say it's harmless? It depicts Native Americans with demeaning stereotypes.
If you weep a single tear when you say that, I bet it'd be super effective.
Seriously?
I'm here about Tad Kern anyway.
Oh, right. You're that blogger, Phaedra. I read your stuff. Am I the only person in this country who didn't hate Meacham?
What's with the fancy motor coach?
Those folks are with the Church of Us. You know, the weists. Kern was one of them.
Maybe they can tell me more.
Maybe. Or maybe they'll try to brainwash you into joining their crazy cult.
No, that would be something. Wait, hang on. How do I navigate that? That was weird.
I'm not worried about that. Never been much of a joiner.
Okay, what's the protest? Native American Road, what's the protest against the racial stereotypes embodied by Chief Roadside's Wonderland, Cypress Knee? The town may be best known for an incestuous couple called Aunt Mom and Uncle Dad. Active attacker and kill himself in Turkey. Wait, we had that already. Ah, there we go. Town last made headlines in 2004 with child abuse charges against a couple known as Aunt Mom and Uncle Dad. decent traffic for that post. You're still in monumental pain in the ass, Fedra, but at least you keep eyes on the blog.
You're a prismatic, at the very least.
Who asked you?
Really, I was talking about your eyes.
That's creepy.
Slow down, Pops. That's a big 404 interest not found error.
I'd be fascinated to see how you fare on the opto-levels test.
And up to who?
The test measures your status within the Church of Us. The lowest possible level is primordial. The highest rank one may attain is dark matter.
Gotcha.
Will you take the test? It's a one-time offer, I'm afraid.
Well, sure. Let's see what that's about. Ooh, who's the big fella? Help us help yourself. Okay.
Let's get on with it. But I really can't stand blood.
Best number.
It's not as lonely as they say. She took my stepdad's last name. Not me.
Father's preferred intoxicating beverage. Let's go with that.
Sometimes he drank my nail polish remover too.
Ooh. Still alive? Walking down the street. You find a $20 bill on the ground. What do you do?
Use that money to make more money.
Which is the best holiday?
A day for giving and receiving presents.
Fortunately, this device cannot detect any level of optomolecules. Please consider a more mundane, organized religion. Okay. Well, that's that, I guess. Moving on.
At least you tried. That goes a long way with the boss. He'll catch up with you later to talk about Kern.
I'm not trying to impress that guy.
Later, Phaedra.
All right. Time to chat with the man who found Kern dangling from that tower.
Sure, let's do that. It's kind of neat. It's very laid back, that kind of automated. So you just pick your choices and deal with it. I like the presentation though. The presentation is kind of neat. And we're at the gas station.
I watched Apollo 11 launch from that tower back when I was your age.
Did Lincoln lend you his binoculars for a better view?
Back in the day, my beard was better.
Can you confirm that the man hanging from the tower tonight was Tad Kern?
Sure looked like him. Had a wallet with his driver's license inside, too.
How'd that DMV picture look? Mine adds 20 years and a healthy dose of meth addict.
Didn't give it much more than a glimpse, but, you know, he looked a lot taller in the movies. Shrimpy dude.
Was Kern alone?
No, he was here with some folks from the Red Eclipse movie studio. Location filming, I think.
Was the death scene a pain to clean up?
Hey, it could have been worse. At least he didn't jump. Or Christ, shotgun.
Any idea why Kern killed himself?
Have you seen his latest movies?
Did Kern
Burn.
scream at the last second? Like, maybe he changed his mind?
That's a morbid question. But no, he didn't scream. Not that I heard.
Are the Red Eclipse folks still here?
No, I think so. Last I saw, they were hanging out at Hungry Chief's.
How's the food?
Depends. How much do you love hugging a toilet?
Ooh, fantastic then.
I'll look for them there.
Characters note in the blog post ahead. Those are just the clues.
Remy bet you didn't know. You can't put a convenience store close to a supermarket in Indonesia.
Do I look Canadian?
Fair question. Wily Canadians in their clever disguises.
Stay spicy, dude.
Stay spicy. Damn.
Better get what I can to the blog before Lenny pops an aneurysm.
Sure. Let's go with inflammatory again. Best movie on Tag Kern's filmography, May Never Lens. Sources close to the investigation of the actor's sudden death say he was in the North Florida town Cypress Knee for a new project. The crew from Red Eclipse Studios scouted locations at a nearby prison. It remains to be seen whether Kern's suicide leaves the movie just as fatally hanged. Putting ZTM to shame. Guess I'll let you stick around a little longer. Can't we do another one? Guess not. Well, check out the diner. Or whatever the hell it is.
If you're here, Miss Teague, I guess it's safe to assume you're not hacking the studio blog for a change.
I've still got my smartphone. Dangerous to underestimate me.
It's good to have skills to fall back on. But look, you do right by us this time, maybe we can help you.
Your website's still optimized for Netscape, isn't it? The spinny flaming skulls are a nice touch.
I've always been curious, Miss Teague. Why'd you pick Phaedra as your screen name?
My green-eyed tuxedo cat's named Phaedra. She's perfection incarnate.
I see. Good to know.
Did Kern eat everything on his plate? Did he order dessert?
Weird question. He didn't have much of an appetite. Little dude, little hunger. Anyway, I was curious about something. You're worried Tag's death left our movie fatally hanged? Is that all this is to you? An excuse to make shitty puns?
Yep. That's exactly what it's about.
Always a pleasure, Donnie. Can I call you Donnie? Or Fred?
Wait, that's it? No. Okay. Let's talk to the lass.
I can't believe this is happening.
What's it like, being with a guy who's so tiny? Does he keep falling off? Did that make him sad?
We weren't physical. Not lately. He said he wanted some space to maximize his opto levels.
Do you plan to cash in on his death with a kiss and tell memoir?
I'm offended you'd even ask. And another thing.
Yes?
This goddamn movie is the last thing anyone should be worried about right now. You should be ashamed.
Time to polish up your dating profile, right?
That's harsh as hell.
Really bet you didn't know all Spanish moss comes from one ancient dude's beard. He chased a girl up a tree.
That's either one big beard or one big dude. No wonder she ran away.
He probably tricked on him trying to catch her. Old Remy would have used a good trank pistol to slow her down.
Do you think staying in this horrible place might drive a man to kill himself? I've only been here a few minutes, and at the very least, I want to cancel my Facebook account.
Hey, Chief Roadside's his home, especially when Remy gets evicted.
You saw Kern before he died, didn't you?
Sure did. Served him a Scout Burger special. Fresh meat and everything. He ate like a hungry raccoon.
Did Kern seem upset? Depressed? Angry?
Remy might have made him a little mad. Told him how awful Meacham was.
I hear that a lot.
Might be mean, but it's true. Oh, by the way, Remy heard Cordray talking about you. He wanted a word.
On to the next one.
It's such a tragedy. What happened to your mother? She deserved better.
What do you know about her?
A private investigator named Casey Gaddis exposed an affair between her and a good friend of mine.
I've read the archives. So what?
The studio hired him to investigate Kern's death.
I'd rather learn more about Kern's role in your church.
I can tell you that he held a ranking of dark matter, a rarity among those in the Church of Us.
How big is the Church of Us?
We've got 6 million members worldwide at last count. Growing.
Plenty of wool for fleecing, I guess.
Skipped it. Oh well.
Mixed opinions about Kern's death, obviously. Miller, the movie director, claimed Kern was depressed. Tina Gray thought Kern seemed happy. Remy seemed mostly neutral, except when it came to Meacham. Miller didn't think Kern had an appetite, but Remy described a pretty big last meal. And what's the deal with creepy Gordon Cordray? Might have to call her about him. Surprise! First call home in a couple of years.
Okay. Driven by his lust for power in the monolithic Church of Us, Ted Kern refused sex to girlfriend Tina Gray. Gray, who works for Red Eclipse Studios, mourned Kern in a run-down greasy spoon in the North Florida tourist trap of Chief Roadside's Wonderland. Kern kept it zipped to replenish his optomolecule levels, Gray said. Stop poking that tiger in its cage, kitty. The church will shut us down.
Tell us about this source of yours, the one who calls himself Anonymous.
He texted me out of the blue. I know you find people better than I know Anonymous.
Do you realize how much trouble you've caused?
Oh, I'm just getting started.
Oh, that's bold.
Earlier, at Trail's End in Cypress Knee, another death investigation.
First night of the Founders Day Festival. I promised my boy ice cream, got sidetracked by a little bit of news. Hope his mother doesn't find out about this.
Is that man really dead, Daddy?
Yeah. Stay here while I talk to Ozzy, okay?
Okay, but then ice cream. You promised.
Evening, Jack.
Hey, Ozzy, tell me the news.
Mr. Swayhill here tried to bore a hole in his engine block with a .22 caliber pistol. Ricochet, right through the left eye.
Guess that idea was a non-starter.
Hey, hang on to that day job a little while longer, Jack.
Anything else?
About Sway he'll know, but I was curious. What brought you back to Cypress Knee? I figured you'd be on to much bigger things.
I like writing for the notice, but no one's getting rich in the newspaper business these days.
Hang on a second there, Jack. Sounds like we got another Dover at Chief Roadsides. Someone famous. Might be Bieber.
Jackson Lawrence Bellet, you brought our son to a crime scene?
Get off my ass, Tamara.
Don't take that tone with me, Jack. I'll get shared custody revoked.
I'm working the steps, making progress. Don't take Reggie away.
Irresponsible, lazy journalist, addict. You're not really fit to be a father, Jack.
Everybody's got their problems. Your doctor boyfriend still writing you bogus prescriptions?
Careful about throwing around reckless rumors and lies.
Just a friendly warning, Tam.
Whatever, Jack. You've turned into such a disappointment. I keep hoping you'll turn it around. Maybe not for me, but for your son.
Speaking of Reggie, I've got to check out this other dead body call over at Chief Roadsides.
It's your night with him. I've got clients here looking at mobile home rental options.
That's alright, it's on the way to the ice cream parlor.
I'm sure they won't mind Reggie tagging along.
Fine. You'll own it.
That never changes. Chief Roadside's Wonderland suffers from a double-edged fact. It is and isn't what it used to be. The Silloway family built this place in the 1960s. Back then, white folks really didn't think twice about whether they offended other cultures. Now, the Wonderland's an appalling relic. Most motorists zoom right by, never giving a second look. Who gives a damn about cultural sensitivity tonight, though, right? We've got a dead actor, right on the outskirts of Cypress Knee. Big news in my backyard.
Okay, let's go to the gas station once again.
Some people don't give a possum's pecker whether Tad Kern's alive or dead. We got bigger problems.
You've had it out for the Silloway family since old Merle ate your baby, right?
Shut your mouth, Bellet, or you'll have grits for teeth.
That was out of line. Been a rough afternoon. What's the problem, Mr. Gallant?
They're pumping natural gas from below Cypress Swamp for a big development project. They want to run a pipeline through my house.
The story's lead writes itself. Developers knocked down Jefferson Dean Gallant's house, causing tens of dollars of damage.
Never considered you a friend, Bellet. But I'd hoped you'd at least give my concerns a fair shake.
Look, thanks for your time, but I really should talk to someone about Kern.
Don't be an irresponsible jackass. I can point you to proof of government malfeasance right here at Chief Roadsides.
All right, Mr. Gallant. What's the proof?
Go see who's parked outside the Mohawk Inn. It'll be interesting. I guarantee it.
I'll humor you this one time.
Right.
In the parking lot of the Mohawk Inn, you spy an official town car from Cypress Knee.
Let's check it out.
Closer inspection suggests it's the town car assigned to Gary Buckingham, chairman of the Cypress Knee Council.
Guess Gallant was right. Time to find a wayward town official at the motel.
Off to the motel.
Evening, Tamara. I don't have time to fight right now.
Why do you always assume I call at the 5?
Might have something to do with the thousands of calls that came before this one.
I didn't call to fight. I called to tell you about your son's dinner plans. But now, we're going to fight.
Really? Great. Maybe you can threaten me some more.
You took our son to a crime scene, Jack. He was next to a dead body.
Reggie didn't touch anything.
That doesn't make it right.
I have to go. Great chatting with you, as always.
The Gallant property is an obstacle.
Eminent domain's a tough nut to crack on this project.
That's their idea of pillow talk?
Tough, maybe, but not impossible, right?
It's possible. Expensive, though. We're not just fudging dates on a permit here.
That ought to go nicely with a front page article.
We don't need housekeeping, Jim.
It's Jack Billett from the Notice, Mr. Chairman.
Huh? Well, I guess you better come in then. What brings you to Chief Roadsides, Jack?
Great question. Not much of a hangout for locals, usually. Fancy seeing you here, and Eula.
Oh, no. I'm here alone.
Mm-hmm. Oh, someone seems to be stuck there.
Two people were talking in here, man and woman.
The senses play tricks out here by the highway.
I bet she's in the bathroom.
Windows jammed, Gary.
It's not what it looks like.
Looks like the town council chairman and the chief planning officer skulking around a sleazy motel.
Okay, so it is what it looks like, but it's not what you think.
You're hatching some scheme to get the Gallant land through eminent domain.
Fine, it is what you think. But you can't prove it with circumcised evidence.
Circumcised?
I think you mean circumstantial.
Probably.
No, Eula, if I meant taking the long way round, I'd say that.
Oh, I think that's circumlocution.
It's got nothing to do with putting anybody in the electric chair. Anyway, Jack, how's the wife and kid?
Divorce is finalized. Tamara wants full custody of Reggie.
That's an accurate depiction of politicians, I guess.
Oh. Anyway, can we all agree this isn't newsworthy?
Two public servants conspiring to steal land sounds like news to me.
Evening, Jack. You're coming with the rest of the sharks, huh?
Look, Jim. Tamara's threatening to take my son away. I need something juicy to take this story viral.
Family troubles? Keep those to yourself. All I can tell you is I was sweeping a sidewalk when I saw the new dangler.
Did anything unusual happen before Kern offed himself?
Things got heated between him and a few others during his stay. His girlfriend, the director, even his church pal, Cordray.
Know anything about the big development across the road?
I know J.D. Gallant won't shut up about it.
Thanks.
Oh, back to the church, I guess. Oh, actually, oh right, I can't do that. Well, maybe after that we can talk to the protesters.
Are you sure you're in the right place?
I ask myself that question a lot.
I'm sure you have many questions. Perhaps I can help you with deeper questions.
Good to know. But I'd like to talk about Kern.
What do you want to know?
How long was Kern a weist?
Really, Mr. Bellet? Must you use the pejorative term? He was a member in good standing for 11 years.
Did you talk to Kern at all today?
Briefly. We had a counseling session this morning. Confidential, of course.
Did Kern seem upset, depressed, anything that might suggest he was suicidal?
I can't offer specific details due to the confidential nature of our relationship. Is there anything else?
I'm done for now.
Mr. Bellet, perhaps you'd like to sit and take our test.
I'm not here to take some flaky test.
Then excuse me, I have pressing matters.
Yeah, not gonna take that again. Once more than enough. Alright. Can we talk to them still? Oh boy, guess not.
Well, took him long enough. Hey, Ross. I'm on the scene at Chief Roadsides.
Inmates running the asylum over there, or what?
The Kern story has been scooped, but I got a lead on government corruption.
Listen to me. If it bleeds, it leads. I want a story on Kern. Hell, I could even use some inches on Swale.
I know, but I caught Gary Buckingham and Eula conspiring to seize land on the Golden Cypress deal.
Golden Cypress isn't news. I need an article ASAP. It better be something I want to read.
I hear you, boss.
Alright then, let's see. Gordon Cordray stonewalled questions about Tech Kern's suicide, yet Cordray claims to have counseled Kern the morning of his suicide. The Weist must have had prior knowledge to Kern's suicidal tendencies and failed to stop his death. What is Cordray and his Weist cult hiding?
Oh, that was fast. Hi, boss.
Jack, good work on the Kern story. I knew you could listen.
Thanks, boss.
Oh, guess we're not going to the motel after all.
You're in a tremendous amount of trouble, Mr. Belt.
I'm only happy when I'm tap dancing on a tidal wave.
You don't know why you're here?
I've got a few theories.
Can you explain the explicit photos we found on your computer in the offices of the Cypress Knee Notice?
Might have something to do with all the questions I was asking about Golden Cypress. Someone wanted me out of the way.
You could go to prison for this, Mr. Bellet.
I could lose my son. That'd be so much worse.
I was a hero. I saved lives. I had a badge. It meant something. Times change, Monroe. Left small town Florida. Got a job as a Hollywood cop turned private investigator. Pissed off the wrong people too many times. Now, I'm back in Florida. Can't even hold a job as a mall cop. Yeah, been a hard year. Caught the asshole, slapping around his girlfriend, one of the cashiers. She took his side. Thanks, right? I used to matter. Not anymore. End of the road, Monroe. Don. Blast from the past.
Evening, KC. You still in Orlando?
For the moment. Why?
Got a job for you.
I'm in the middle of eating a bullet here, Don.
Who'd notice? Make yourself useful, KC.
What's the gig?
Tag Kern's dead. Killed himself up here in Cypress Knee. Your old stomping grounds, right?
Mystery solved, sounds like.
Red Eclipse Studios wants you to ask around, get a full account of what happened.
All right. On my way.
Oh, that was easy.
Monroe, let's go home. Home. Not really sure what the word means anymore. But this Florida cracker town helped make me what I am today. Broken, desperate. A man on the edge of the abyss. Clutching for one last lifeline in this forgotten little town. Doubt you've heard of it. Until tonight, at least. Thanks to Tag Kern. If anything needs a major makeover, it's this tacky wonderland. Nothing magical about neon noise and offensive stereotypes. The corpse might still be warm, but something tells me those vultures from the Church of Us aren't far away. It's in the air. That stench of weest self-importance and smirking menace.
Diner time.
Glad you could make it, KC.
I wouldn't pass up a chance for a getaway from the Orlando rat race. I need to decompress.
No way, really? I thought you were happy to go to Orlando and leave the Hollywood scene.
Let's cut to the chase so I can start the meter. Why does Red Eclipse want Kern's death looked at?
Look, the studio can't wait for the official police findings.
Why is that exactly?
A lot of money is at stake. Insurance claims need to be made ASAP. Frankly, we don't have faith in these Barney Fife types.
Bean counters. World comes to a standstill if their ledgers don't tally. Okay, I'll do what I do. Send you regular reports.
Dog's hoping for some food, I guess.
You and Donovan go back a ways, I hear.
Our relationship is largely based on someone getting paid.
Oh, hey, Extra. Well, you missed the rest of Walking Dead Michonne, since the last two episodes were roughly 2 hours total. So that one's done and dusted. And now it's the first act of Knee Deep, which is sort of adventure game, I guess. Sort of detective work as a bunch of journalists.
Are you brawn or brains for hire?
Why? Which one turns you on the most?
Funny, Mr. Gaddis, but a lady never discloses her predilections prematurely.
Listen, the studio has got me looking into Kern's death. You mind answering some questions?
Well, that depends. You gonna be more interested in my sex life with Tag, like that fan rage bitch?
Oh, you've played that? I like the presentation a lot. And it starts out interesting, but I think it kind of falls off after a while.
You tell me, is it relevant?
Oh well, it's just pressing the buttons really, everything else is automatic.
I shouldn't think so. Tag and I are
Although
more happy.
the mapping for this thing here, that's a mess. Up and down is fine, and the upper tab is just R1, L1. However, trying to get into one of the side ones, like if I want to move from recent to Romana Tig or whatever, that's like I have to press down first to be on the same level as the tab that I want to go to on the left, and then press to the left or something. It's weird as hell. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate the way that was handled. Could have just made it press to the left and down, and you're good, but no. No worries. It's still really awkward though.
His own life?
They said it was Tag, but in my heart of hearts, I can't believe it yet.
Someone offed him?
Anything would be more believable.
Remy, bet you didn't know Genghis Khan kept a burger patty under his saddle all day.
Oh yeah, I'm going with the most snarky, impolite, and whatever responses as possible as well. Just because it's way more interesting.
That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Remy may answer, Remy may not.
What can you tell me about Kern's stay here? You see or hear anything unusual?
Remy tell Kern Meacham sucked. Remy helped him get 0 cabbages on stinkycabbage.com.
It's funny, I think the most animation for this game went into the dog's tail.
Kern probably heard that sort of thing all the time. I doubt he killed himself over that.
Yeah. I think they, basically want you to choose always one specific answer. But I mean, I've done this game already and finished that up. Basically just playing it over a second time now, since I barely remember it. I remember how it was presented, but don't remember the story actually.
I think it's time to make a report. Get paid. Let's do this.
Oh, here we go. Well, continuing the investigation.
Hey, wait. I know you.
The eyes look familiar.
Janelle Frobisher. Does that name sound familiar?
From Frobisher Says, which is a terrible game.
Hard to forget. She spread her legs for the wrong guy. Big Hollywood scandal.
That's my mom, asshole.
Oops.
You still know how to make a good first impression.
All those years in charter school.
Hard at work then?
Save it, Don. Monroe and I are on the clock.
Keep up the good work. And quit ginning up your dog's expenses.
Hire me, you hire the dog. Colt.
And that's that. I actually think this one is another one of those cases, just like Michonne, where the first act is fairly long,
Kid, you won't believe how glad I am to see you.
while the remaining ones, then the remaining two, are quite a bit shorter, but might be wrong there. What did I say? You won't believe how glad I am to see you.
Who let you out of the swamp, JD?
Won't be much swamp left soon.
I'm here on a job investigating the death of Tag Kern. It's kind of a big deal to the movie studio.
Who gives a damn about another dead actor? They're destroying Cypress Swamp.
I need the income.
You didn't used to be all about the money.
I'll touch base with you later.
Oh, next scene. Oh, back here, right. Probably this one. I think I actually skipped that last time by mistake.
Casey, haven't seen you around these parts in a long, long time. Can you believe the support my protest got from fan rage?
Yeah, nice work finding the silver lining in Tag Kern's death.
Sad about the actor, but can't complain when it puts eyes on an important cause.
You keep in touch with anyone else from Heck High Class of 84?
Still got a few folks in town, sure. Some left and came back, like Jack Bellet. You back for good?
Maybe if I hang myself from that tower first.
That's grim. Oh, yeah, I guess it locks out either one of or the other. So much for the gas station.
Well, I heard you were coming to visit, but I scarcely believed you'd have the temerity to show your face.
I'm shocked you know the word temerity, Cordray.
I'm certain it would astonish you to learn how much I know that you do not, Mr. Gaddis.
Oh, I don't know. I figure the church has its tentacles in deeper than the NSA.
It's hard to forget all the damage you caused. A woman's life ruined, a successful man dead.
That was 20 years ago, Gordo. You're the only person still carrying that grudge around.
I wouldn't be so sure about that, Mr. Gaddis.
Gotcha.
Alright, interrogation room.
You've been busy, Mr. Gaddis.
Yeah, well, no matter how much I try to be good, bad just sometimes finds a way, I guess.
You've nursed a grudge against the Church of Us for a long time, haven't you?
I guess it's a hobby.
All this over a movie mogul and an actress. 20 years ago.
No, they hit closer to home when I was a kid, bankrupted my dad, bled him dry after they told him he was a quantum.
What's your plan after payback? After everything you've done? Are you satisfied?
Oh man, I'm just getting started.
Okay.
After Hungry Chiefs, I made my way to the Mohawk Inn for a look at Kern's room. Anonymous said I didn't know the full story about Kern's death. Figured I might learn more here. They're behind the couch.
Gordon's worried about how you're portraying the church and its role in Tag's relationship with Tina Gray.
When did he become Gordon to you?
I've known him since before you were born.
Yeah, he mentioned something about that.
You never call.
You wear me out.
Come home soon.
I pretend the roads to California end in a chasm at the Continental Divide.
$50 a night, no pets, especially ferrets.
What's your beef against sleek rodents?
They're stinky, psychotic little fur monkeys, and they hide inside socks.
You know, the stink could just come with the socks.
What do you want?
I'm a blogger with Fan Rage. Maybe you've read my stuff? Phaedra? Anyway, hoping to look inside Tag Kern's room.
Yeah? Well, it's sealed off. You got as much chance as I do of visiting Taylor Swift's dressing room tonight.
Stick to women your own age, Gramps.
I'm old, little girl, ain't dead.
Did I mention I'm with Fan Rage, Mr. Silhouette?
I know who you are. My daughter reads your blarg thingy. Ain't like you cure cancer.
Can't we work a deal for me to see the room? I won't touch anything.
Not on your life. You're visiting. I live here.
Fine. Notice anything during Kern's stay here?
Well, I saw Kern and his little girlfriend arguing. I gather things weren't all pop and sizzle in the sack.
You're sure?
She called him a flaccid, passionless mattress lump. Could be I'm misinterpreting, but I'm mostly sure.
Thanks for your time.
Before you go, little girl, something else I should tell you.
You're signed up for sexist asshole reconditioning camp?
Okay. That's random.
Oh, never mind then.
Carl, inflammatory. Tina Gray blasted Tag Kern before he died, calling him a flaccid, passionless mattress lump. Gray, sexually frustrated by her reluctant actor boyfriend, who raged at him outside the Mohawk Inn at Chief Roadside's Wonderland. I gather things weren't all pop and sizzle in the sack, said Rutledge, Silhouette Park owner. Outside lobby.
Could you be any more heartless?
I could have used flaccid mattress lump as the headline.
That was taken out of context.
I can't wait to hear the framing that takes the sting out of that line.
Don't worry about that. Worry about the fact I'm hiring a lawyer.
You're acting awfully defensive.
I can't count on anyone else to stand up for me but myself. You're nothing but a bully.
Sorry, miss. No one goes inside without proper authorization.
Don't you recognize me? I'm Phaedra from FanRage.
Sure. Saw your post about the troubled lovers. I'm sure it'll be all people gab about at the Founders Day Festival.
Yeah, it's a shame those kids couldn't work it out.
I figured Hollywood relationships were all manufactured by publicists.
Is this now a murder investigation?
I'm not at liberty to discuss details of an active criminal investigation.
Fine. Can I get a look inside Kern's motel room?
Well, criminal already gives it away, right? Suicide is not a criminal investigation. I'd say, anyway.
Not without proper authorization.
How do I get authorized?
Your media. I doubt you can get authorized. Proper law enforcement can contact the Cypress Knee Police Department and request a QR code for credentials.
That sounds like a major pain in the ass.
Let's call the police.
Pendleton speaking. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911.
Good evening, Lurleen. I'm Special Agent Saxton from the FBI. Could you provide me a QR code for credentials?
Yeah, true. True that.
Absolutely, sugar. Just give me a badge number for confirmation.
867-5309.
Nope. Sorry, sugar. That number on the wall comes back invalid. Let me guess. First name's Jenny?
I guess good. I should have gone to the police website first. Oh. Right. How did this work again? What's happening?
Like I said, Miss T, no authorization, no access.
What the hell's happening? Oh, okay. So this turns that around. Yep, this is also a pain to navigate through. I have no idea where I'm at. This one kind of doesn't
Like
move.
I said, Miss T, no authorization, no access.
Yeah, I heard you the first time. Why? What?
Like I said, Miss T, no authorization, no access.
Please, shush. Why can't I move to the left? Was oh, right. I have no idea. It's a thing, I guess. Also, am I being daft, or isn't there a cursor to actually see where I'm at and what I'm selecting?
Like I said, Miss T.
Okay, now it's
no
highlighted,
authorization,
which
no
okay.
access.
This goes to the left, I think. No? Guess not. the hell is going on?
Like I said, Miss Teague, no authorization, no access.
No, what? Why? What? What's happening? Oh my god. Okay.
Like I said, Miss Teague, no authorization, no access.
I'm wondering if the game just bugged out. To be honest, this is weird and silly. Drag the pieces from the sides into this area and place them in the correct position and orientation. Okay. Select pieces. Fine. Left stick drag. That's not working. Rotate. Rotate also I've been doing on circle and not R2 or L2, but sure. X to drop, that's also not happening. Maybe now. There we go. Dropped it. Okay, okay, I think, yeah, it's fixed. Yep, something definitely wasn't right there. And that's not correct. Oh, that's a mistake. Maybe like that. Don't want this. Not quite. Wait, no. Getting there. Ah, bummer. Now this one over here. Sort of. I would really appreciate if these would lock in. But I guess that's too much to ask. Oh my god, please no. Well, that's... what's happening? Oh, okay. Damn it. This is the worst. Now it's locked in. Okay. There we go. Had to be in a really specific order. Glad that's done. That took way longer than it should have. Yeah. That sure was something.
Like I said, Miss T, no authorization, no access.
That's something he said like at least 50 times by now.
Here is my stinking badge.
Wait, what? Seriously? Just like that?
Totally legit.
Yeah.
Well, whack me in the head with a gavel and call me a swamp ape. Okay, I guess.
I mean, at the beginning it was really weird. Because it would actually drop the tile without me doing anything. I was still trying to move it. But I guess somehow got in conflict with the scene behind the puzzle moving on or something. It only fixed once I select the tutorial thing.
Interesting.
Get them all. Tell the first two accessible sections. Check out the journal. Download all again. Pizza box message. Let's pick a random one. Deep dish pepperoni wasn't all that came to actor Jack Kern in the box from Luigi's Italian Pies. The high-carb vein choker also bore a fateful message. Meet at Tower 730. Just about the time a janitor found Kern's half-naked corpse dangling from the teepee tower at Chief Roadside's Wonderland. has poorly sourced meeting time. Blog posts won't get you a Pulitzer. I thought it was news. Nope, don't care. Sure.
How'd it feel, running into Casey Gaddis at Chief Roadside?
Just peachy. We're now pals on Instagram.
You believe Tina Gray was innocent.
Kern's post in the tablet didn't help her situation, but it wasn't enough to condemn her in the blog.
And switching characters, I guess? Yeah. Kinda want to keep going until the act wraps up.
Didn't like Gordon Cordray much, did you?
Although I have no idea when that actually is.
Should have heard how he talked to me, condescending asshole.
What happened after you met Cordray the first time?
Wandered over to Hungry Chiefs for a word with the movie studio folks about Kern.
Well, Mr. Cordray, just wanted to offer my condolences.
Thanks, Chief Pendleton. Tag Kern meant a lot to the church and to me personally. It's a terrible loss.
We're going to bring whoever killed him to justice. Count on that.
No such thing as justice. My ex-wife's proof of that.
Tamara's not all bad, Jack. She's helping me and Lurleen find a new house. Anyway, I hear your boy's signing up for Little League.
Baseball's almost as pointless as golf.
Bite your tongue, Jack. It's a game chock full of tactics and strategy. He'll learn a lot if he makes the cut.
What the hell do you mean, if he makes the cut?
Try not to freak out, Jack. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should catch up with Ozzy and compare notes before we take our next step.
You're jumping to dangerous assumptions with your reporting, Mr. Bellet.
I stand by the story.
A choice you may come to regret. Really, it's for the best you refrain from taking our test. Undoubtedly, you'd have been disappointed.
Or maybe you'd try to claim your machine was broken when I kicked the test ass.
Why are you bothering me?
That was odd.
Any connections between the church and the big development across the road?
We'll probably open a recruitment center there.
Oh boy. Right. Let's go for that one, I guess. An unfortunate thing.
I doubt it surprised you much that Cordray wouldn't talk about details of his work with Tag. Weists are weird, yeah, but they take confidentiality seriously.
An unfortunate thing about how this is structured is that you have no proper indication about whether or not some of those characters that you initially can interact with will still available after interacting with one of them. So you usually end up missing out on some dialogue, I guess.
I don't know. Makes the church look awfully suspicious.
Ballsy calling out the church over Kern. Impressive. Or damn stupid. They don't mess around. Anyway, no real secret that Tag felt pressure to make a good movie for a change.
Well, anyone left? Ah, cool.
Evening, Jack. Remy's sorry. Not holding right now.
Oh, I have no idea, honestly. I'm expecting that eventually it'll just say Act 2.
No reason I'd
Go
care,
with that.
Remy.
I mean, I know that the game isn't excessively long. Maybe 5 hours total at best. And this has been going for roughly an hour and a half. So, I guess shouldn't take too long.
You want anything else? Scout burger? Fries? Warm mayonnaise pie?
Yeah, I understood. I understood fine. Figured that that's what you meant.
Is that actually a thing?
Comes down to the same in the end, after all.
Remy trying new menu experiments. Next time, shrimp in a used diaper.
Oh, wow. That's something not necessarily to put on the menu.
People bugging you with lots of questions about Tag Kern?
Remy guess that goes with the territory. You got some?
How do you feel about Kern's death?
Remy liked Kern's early movies. Remy not a fan of Meech, of course. Still, Remy didn't want him dead.
Yeah, now we're gonna get
Maybe
all
Tag
three
was
of them.
right. I just didn't want to let go.
Good.
Did you really see a future together?
I wanted to believe it could happen. The church made it so hard.
The church kept a tight grip on him?
Like a miser clutching his last shiny dime.
Well, son of a bitch. It's just one happy reunion after another in Chief Roadside's Wonderland.
You're not still pissed about high school, are you?
Really, I'm more angry about the jail time. You stuffed your drugs in my locker and let me take the fall.
Don't lay that rap on me, Casey. I paid the freight for my own mistakes. I'm not taking yours on, too.
It all comes back around, Jack. One way or another. Count on it.
Alright, prospect of a third flop on his resume may have been too much for Tag Kern. Kern's last director said that it was no secret Kern was under pressure for a hard time to be a hit. Pressure usually can create diamonds, but Kern was made of less stern stuff, getting crushed like an empty beer can on Saturday night.
Yeah?
Nice work on the Kern piece.
Thanks.
It's funny how for everyone, well, at least the blog editor or whatever and journalist wrote, the inflammatory choices always get a good response out of them.
I spent a lot of my childhood hanging out here. Now, it's where Remy Dixon hooks me up with my fix.
Which in a way actually coincides with reality. I mean, anything that's scandalous will sell well.
Pretty sure he breaks into homes in Jacksonville to get those variety packs for me. So here I am, back at the Mohawk Inn. I'm still curious about a few things. The more I chase the story Ross wants, the crankier I get. But he can kiss my pasty white ass if he thinks I'm going to ignore the real news in Cypress Knee. Maybe he'll fire me. Maybe that's okay. Or I could grab dinner at Jamal's taco truck and leave a stinky delivery on Ross's desk, along with my 2-word resignation note. Better dig a little more while I'm still employed.
That'll be original, I guess.
Let's see what Rutledge Silloway can offer in the way of news.
Evening, Jack. Ross got you working the Tag Kern story like everybody else?
He wants me to follow that bullshit story. I'm a lot more interested in Golden Cypress.
How's that news? Everyone knows the development's coming.
It's gotta be more goddamn interesting to my readers than more ridiculous gossip about a dead actor.
If you say so. Depends on how you spin it. How's Ross feel about it?
My readers deserve the truth.
Maybe you should take the hint.
Okay. Chief Roadsides is an aging leftover. Likewise, the Calliope of yesteryear whistles a bright tune signifying temporary merriment and the destruction of a circus or merry-go-round. In this case, the merry-go-round is media spin on the Golden Cypress project. Park owner Rutledge Silloway hopes the gilding distracts and dazzles.
Hi, Ross.
I told you to stay off Golden Cypress. No one cares. If no one cares, no one reads the notice. If no one reads the notice, you have no job. Am I clear?
But...
No buts, Jack, except yours, kicked to the curb. I'm serious.
Got it. Jesus, what a dick. Maybe he can have a tragic accident. I'll be happy to write about it.
That's harsh.
If anyone's got it worse than me in this world, it's gotta be Jim Larman. He deserved a lot worse than a little prison time for screwing a teenage girl and giving her drugs.
Oh, okay.
I learned the hard way not to piss off the wrong woman. At least I lived to tell the tale.
Always good if you're still kicking to count the scars.
Tamara's still working you over with her claws, Jack?
Still, doubt it's ever gonna end.
Not as long as you got a kid together.
She just wants what's best for Reggie.
Yeah? What if she decides taking full custody is best for him?
I'd fight her to the bitter end. Looks like somebody finally escaped from the bathroom. Eula Dean, town planner for Cypress Knee, Gary Buckingham's co-conspirator. She's a public servant, and the people deserve answers. They're going to get them even if I have to throttle her.
I understand your concerns, Jack, but can't you see how good Golden Cypress would be for our town?
Don't come looking for me to shake pom-poms at this little bonfire of yours.
It's important that you're on board for this, Jack. Don't lose sight of what matters most.
Lay one hand on Reggie.
Oops.
You can count on some pretty goddamn severe consequences. Believe that.
Went a bit far.
Jesus, Jack. No one's threatening your boy. I'm talking about his financial welfare. Long term.
I'm not your bitch to bribe, Yola. I've got some goddamn principles, which might be as foreign to you as clean forks at Hungry Chiefs.
Really, Jack, you're overreacting a smidge.
People aren't sheep, goddammit. Don't piss on their heads and tell them it's a sun shower.
I guess that means we can't count on your support going forward.
I need to be able to look at myself in the mirror every day.
Jack Bellet, we must talk.
I'm getting awfully tired of people barking orders at me.
It's going to end in a cataclysm, Jack.
Everybody deals with their own personal apocalypse sometimes.
The spirits grow angrier. They will lay waste to the abominations that fester here.
If I were them, I'd be pissed too.
Flee, Jack Bellet. Take your family and escape this place while it remains within your power to do so.
Let's not go overboard with the melodrama.
When the time comes for regrets, remember, you were warned.
Wouldn't be the first time I ignored a warning.
Oh, wow. You're the newspaper reporter, huh?
Let me guess. Fan rage blogger?
Must suck to be you.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention to the guy, actually.
Never gotten over how Bellet framed me with those drugs in my locker. It sure gave me an early lesson in human nature, though.
Must rewatch that. See what's that all about.
Past is past. Gotta wrap up this investigation. Take the studio.
Oh well, that's like
think about what's next.
Half the cost in this, I think.
What's next, I expect, is yet another disaster.
I'm pretty sure Rut doesn't allow pets in his motel.
Good to hear Silhouette's so picky about his clientele. Helps keep that 5-star rating.
You're Casey Gaddis, right?
Interesting fact. Ratings at hotels, motels. Yeah. They're not really all that.
Sure feels like it most days.
I knew your daddy back in the day. Your mama, too.
Didn't your bank foreclose on our house?
Could be. Happened to a lot of folks, God bless them. Dangers of the American dream.
Or the American nightmare. Jefferson Dean Gallant tells me y'all want to knock down his house and tear up the swamp for a natural gas pipeline.
Our ex-mayor's a real drummer queen sometimes.
Don't you mean drama queen?
Ain't got nothing to do with seasickness.
Is Gallant telling the truth?
He's blowing it way out of context. I mean, yeah, his shack may suffer some structural indignity issues.
I suspect you meant structural integrity issues.
ain't got nothing to do with insurance policies.
This guy, I swear to God.
$50 a night, no pets. And that means no dogs. No ferrets either.
That is expensive as hell. For that place?
I wouldn't want my dog to get fleas from your rooms.
Have we met?
Fair point.
Sort of. You set a cross on fire in my family's front yard back in the day.
Oh. Well, that's something else.
I'm an upstanding member of the Cypress Knee Chamber of Commerce. Never been in the clan.
It was a windy night. You didn't wear a chin strap. The hood flew off.
Wasn't me, friend. Could have been my twin brother Doyle. He ran with that crowd before they made him mayor.
Planning to cash in on Kern's death with a dedicated suicide suite.
Remy thinks maybe we should offer suicide simulator bungee jumping from the tower.
Is that really what your clan buddies need? A lynching simulator?
What would you build instead? An outlet mall?
Does it really matter as long as someone buys you out?
Come to think of it, if someone came along to buy the property, can't say I'd complain.
Hi, Mom.
Chief Callaway Getty. You're home for the first time in, what, 5 years? And I find out from Chief Pendleton's wife.
Not like we talk much anyway.
I suffered through 96 hours of labor for you, KC. The least you can do is call to say hello.
Damn. 96 hours. Jesus Christ.
Really? We're up to 96 now. Dad told me 6 hours.
The point is, we should talk more often.
That seems a bit more reasonable. Yep, sure enough.
I'm in town working the Tag Kern case.
So sad. A life cut short like that reminds me of your father. That damn church did him into.
I'm no fan of the Church of Us, but it might have been the spurned girlfriend who got him killed.
I'm off to the festival. Come find me when you get a break.
I won't leave town without seeing you.
Better not. You'll make your mama cry.
Don't worry.
Casey Gaddis, it's been way too long, man. Good to see you again.
I haven't missed this place much.
You still play much Maps and Mischief?
Not really, but I'm a level 3 ex-husband, so I've got that going for me.
If you want to move back, now's the time. Golden Cypress awaits.
Yeah, that project keeps coming up. Something special.
Everyone thinks it's going to turn Cypress Knee back into a boomtown.
Hope that works out.
Boss tells us you left this town a long time ago.
Boss thinks maybe you should have stayed left.
Sunglasses at night, eh? That's classy.
Is this the part where you threaten me with bodily harm if I don't scram, vamoose, skedaddle?
Nope. This is the part where I mention how sad it'd be for anything to happen to that mutt of yours.
Picking on a defenseless animal? That sounds about Gordo's speed.
You've been warned, Gaddis.
Next time, put it in writing. I should probably make another report now. Better check those
sure.
receipts.
Oh, reunion.
Well,
All three of them.
You're a fat-faced old man with a bad haircut.
At least I don't get my hair colored from a bleach bottle.
Shut your face, geezer.
Careful, Jack. This kitty's got claws.
I don't have time for you geriatrics anyway. I'm taking a look at that tower.
Nothing to see there. Kern's at the morgue by now.
I'm going up there. For reasons. Shut up.
Really don't want to sleep in my car tonight. Definitely don't want a room at the Mohawk Inn. Not sure I can stomach my childhood bedroom.
Seriously?
Maybe the universe is trying to tell you something.
Never been a fan of following instructions. I'll just track down Remy and see if he can get me up that tower. Later, old dudes. The tower's gone dark. Probably because something's up there the bad guys don't want us to know. Turn on the lights again, watch the roaches scurry. Maybe it was the greasy fast food I ate on the road last night. But I had such a nightmare. Slipped, fell into a churning sea. And I shouted at the universe about the unfairness of it all. And then the universe told me I'd get all pruny in my watery grave.
Was a bit random.
Remy bet you didn't know natural crimson comes from a bug that eats evergreen oaks.
Bugs? Bugs, you say?
Oh, Remy just jam-packed with useful facts like that.
Got any useful facts about the tower? It went dark and I want to go up for a look around.
You help Remy? Could be Remy help you.
What have you got in mind?
Remy take care of the gator pig here at Chief Roadsides. Right now, it's time to feed old Jumper.
Doesn't ring a bell.
He's a star attraction here. Big old gator.
Not that popular.
You're lost, Cher. Good news is, ain't too late to fix that.
What does Jumper eat?
Big old Jumper. He can't resist a tasty chicken in a diaper. Pick up what we need from the fun and fuel.
Wait, is that actually a thing? That can't be a thing.
What's so appealing about chicken in a diaper?
Looks like a chubby little infant to that old gator. Gets him hungry every time.
Back soon.
Interesting what you turned up about Mr. Kern's lady friend. Not sure how you got it, but I think Ozzy and I will talk it over with Miss Gray ASAP.
Yeah, that's been really odd. The whole chicken thing. I mean, I wouldn't be too surprised, I guess, if that was really a thing on a menu somewhere. Not sure that place would have any clients, but you never know.
Throw a few information crumbs my way in return, if you can.
That's not how I operate, Miss Teague.
That's too bad.
So I was reading your blog. You picked up some interesting tidbits about our little town.
I do what I can to keep it fresh.
Uncle Dad, that's my cousin. Family reunions are an absolute freak show.
Oh, okay then. That's gonna be awkward.
Making a statue for him in town square?
What the?
Good to see you got your boy Bellet on a tight leash.
Can you say the same about the blogger girl?
We've got an ace in the hole waiting for her. Don't sweat it.
Remy bet you didn't know a baby uses 6,000 diapers in the first 2. Oh, hey, Cher.
I'm not laughing.
Remy just want to bring a little sunshine and happiness into your life.
Remy also likes speaking in third person.
Yeah, this dump just screams happiest place on earth.
Don't be grumpy, Cher. Let Remy show you feeding time with old Jumper.
Happy to watch. But let's hear what else you know first.
Right. Remy deliver on a promise. Cops got the teepee tower closed off. Took fuse for the lights. Old Jim Larman got a spare if you want to look at the crime scene.
Where's Larman now?
Remy bet you find him in Rabbit's Run, Cher. The big palmetto maze. Keeps his supplies out there. Now, Jumper?
Not gonna be a rabbit in a diaper.
Might as
I
well.
hope.
Remy bet you don't know what drove old Gallant into the swamps all those years ago. Big old gator named Merle mistook Gallant's wee baby for a diaper chicken. Gator got away off into yonder swamp.
That was one big chicken, by the way.
Gallant? He ain't been right since.
Kern's not the story. His girlfriend's not news either.
What's the story? The way you see it.
Those crazy weists, the movie people, even the town politicos, they're all in on a new development that's going to destroy my home.
Weists and actors and bureaucrats, oh my! How do they hide it?
By distracting people like you with dead actors. The world needs to know about the travesty of Golden Cypress, kid. Thousands of homes, retail shops, and a natural gas pipeline.
Sounds like a recipe for economic upturn in a rundown town.
Sure, cover a dog turd with gold spray paint and it looks like a valuable nugget until you dig a little deeper.
Did you ever
True.
find the gator that ate your baby?
Ate my boy. Took my wife's arm. Big albino bastard named Merle. No, ain't caught him. Not yet.
Have you given up the hunt?
Never.
Gallant Saloon. He's in good company. Going to the tower. I'm taking a walk in a palmetto maze. She's not going to like it. So, I don't care. Stay safe, I'm still a big fan. Great chat. Bye.
I wish I knew more about Anonymouse. Time to make the clickbait. The hits just keep coming.
Good about Ty Kern. Grumpy old swamp rat named Jefferson Dean Gallant cares more about muck and mosquitoes than a forgotten silver screen star. Conspirators are using Kern's death to distract from destructive developments in Cypress Swamp, Gallant claims. Cover a dog turd with gold spray paint and it looks like a valuable nugget until you dig a little deeper, he says.
Keeping busy tonight, eh?
The beast always needs feeding. I'm following up on a tip. Got a fuse for the tower?
Hey, now look, I doubt the cops want civvies stomping around up there.
Don't let them stand in the way of the facts.
Oh, what the hell? Just don't tell them I gave it to you. I don't want to lose what little I've got here.
Oh, right. The puzzle. Let's see if it messes up again. Let's see. Yeah, that doesn't seem right. Nope, damn it. Yeah, this one should be here. It doesn't seem right. This one, however, does. Okay, step by step, I guess. Oh man, selecting these is an absolute pain. That should work. Kind of. Wait, what? Why? So the upper one actually... Oh, wait, that's not right. Maybe here. So I guess that those are wrong as well. Interesting. Oh my god, please. There we go. That's a no. That seems like it should be here, but I guess not. Then how about leaving that for later? No, this ain't right. Wait, that doesn't seem... Oh, that's different as well. Okay. Cycle through these. It's only this one that's wrong. That's another thing. Okay.
That's more like it.
Okay. You take care up there. Long way to fall is a trip. Wait, what are you doing here?
Rude.
Once again, breaking the rules. Bites me right on the ass.
So who cleans up the mess when the janitor's bleeding out?
You shouldn't be snooping around here, Miss Teague.
Jim Larman's been stabbed. He's in the maze. Suspect ran this way. Same person probably killed Tad Kern.
If we catch him, maybe he'll turn evidence against Miss Gray here.
You got it all wrong. I didn't do anything. I'd never hurt Tag.
Shit!
I'm still here.
No way to be absolutely sure I'm still here in the strictest sense of the word.
Deputy Chief, he saved me. Oh my god.
Pretty sure the killer didn't buy a ticket for the tower. Making a dangerous choice here. Don't know what's waiting up top. If I want the rest of the story, I'm not going to find it down here. Hope I live long enough to make another post. Up we go.
Yeah, this might be coming to a close, after all.
Damn your persistence. Must be in the blood.
Better be careful running around Florida in a hoodie.
Everything I've done has been for the good of the Church of Us.
Doesn't speak well of the church if it demands blood to survive.
It's less about sacrifice, more about loyalty. Mr. Kern made the church the beneficiary of a significant insurance policy. Your reporting prevented the policy's nullification. Thank you.
You used me to fatten the church coffers?
Like, I'll be happy to.
Share the wealth. Turn our torpid town into a dynamic engine of modern commerce.
Only if we can keep our dealings well concealed.
Have a little faith, Eula. The church won't let us down.
It's not the church I'm worried about. Romana T could...
Wreck it all if you want, but that'd be a mistake. The church can make you rich. We can be a powerful ally and a devoted friend.
I've seen what the church does to its friends. All in the name of greed.
Greed? You've graduated from the kiddie pool. You're swimming in the big blue sea, and it's not...
All them. All of them. And if we can't stop their schemes, we'll lose Cypress Swamp.
They'll obliterate our sacred tribal lands.
We can't do this all on our own. Between the crazed cult fanatics and dirty politicians, we're totally outgunned.
The spirits won't abide this madness. And that blogger girl can help us. She's just got to...
Get your mind right. We're so much closer than you think, Romana. Let me help you. Let me try to make up for all the lost years.
What are you babbling about? We never met before today.
Casey Gaddis got it all wrong 20 years ago. Boyd Conover's not your father. I never loved your mother. But she pleased me, and she proved useful in getting Conover out of my way.
Why would Mom lie to me all this time?
Shame, I expect. The burden of a troubled conscience. I'm not so weak.
You've made a life out of lies. I've got no reason to believe anything you say, especially when you're cornered.
Just remember, little girl, immortality is the only option.
Bye, I guess.
Pretty much par for the course when it comes to the men in my life. Reliable as a napalm stopwatch. So much blood on his hands, and it goes back years. He used me to get what he wanted, just like he used Casey Gaddis. I can't let people manipulate me like that again. Immortality is the only option. I've heard that bit of weeist gibberish before. If I drop a penny from up here, will it bounce off Cordray's forehead? Maybe I can land it in his mouth.
So these random responses down.
Neutering a ferret too young causes him to get cancer. So I say snip all the ferret babies. Right, Jumper? Jumper? Shit, not again.
Meanwhile, at the Cypress Knee town board, doctors examine the body of Tag Kern.
That's odd. Tag Kern never got an appendectomy, according to his records. Yet here's a scar.
Huh. Remember Ray Joe Swayhill? He got an emergency appendectomy a few years back.
Oh, yeah, right. So?
He won a Tag Kern look-alike contest at the Founders Day Festival back in 1997.
Wait, so everyone's freaking out about the wrong dead guy?
Might be worse than that. Ray Joe's brother Jack is in drawer 3. Ozzy Clendenning called it in as an accidental death.
So where's the real Tag Kern?
The Prologue Theater thanks you for providing an excellent performance of Knee Deep, Act 1, Wonderland.
There we go.
Remember where you're sitting and come back for Act 2, Festival, the end. For now.
Yeah, and that's the end for me as well for today. That took way longer than I expected. Oh well, it's done now, so. Guess Act 2 and 3 tomorrow then, to wrap that one up. Yeah, well. Let me guess. East Coast? US? Yeah. That's still a reasonable time difference, so. Hey, gotta get that shopping done. Can't starve, you know. Well, anyhow, thanks for watching and dropping by, and have a good night.